If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
Somebody volunteer themselves and ask some rapid questions to the team. Is it possible from anybody? Can somebody ask any rapid questions like we did last day? Any questions from the beginning of our class till today, so that the other persons will try to answer them. It's just a 2 minutes of activity. Pavani Bajpalli.
If I'd like to ask a question.
Yes, please do it to the team.
What is the difference between a function method like factory method and I mean, what is a factory method? Basically, it is used to reuse the same logic. I mean, function modules are also can be reusable. What is the difference?
We have the topic. You're asking me, right, Tamasri?
And if any, this one is not covered.
No, it's covered, but I don't want to give some explanation. But okay, it's okay. You can ask the team. No problem. Please, team, go ahead.
You can help me. Otherwise, you can stay.
No, team can say that. It's okay. Can anybody answer that and answer Tamasri's question? If anybody doesn't know the answer, you can say that you are not aware of that. No, let's not keep this silence. Let's break this silence. If you are not aware of that question, Tamasri might answer that again. But you have to say either yes or no. Let's be interactive. Please, guys, everybody. You know the answer or not?
I don't have any idea. That's why I asked you.
And the rest?
We need to have some clear idea about that once more again, if possible.
Yeah. Okay, Tamasri, you have any idea on that?
No, I just have idea that function methods can be reusable. I mean, we can reuse them and anywhere of our program, and the factory method that is also can be reusable, but the actual difference I don't know.
Okay, fine. You can ask any other question then. Let's see that that question in maybe in some other sessions, maybe tomorrow. You can ask any other question to the team.
Okay, I guess I don't have, but I'll try check if I have. I'll ask.
Any question, maybe some domain and value table difference, maybe some interface and abstract class difference. Abstract class we didn't cover. Interface and inheritance difference, something like that. How do you instantiate? How do you create them? Parameters for the
Questions
construct.
answer. I know that also I can ask.
Yes, you can ask.
I thought the questions that I have doubt I have to ask those.
No. Anything is fine.
Okay.
Muthukrishnan, you can also ask any question if you want to. Even if you're aware of the question or not, it just doesn't matter. Maybe team might be aware. It's like a just quick refresh.
Yeah, I would like to ask like what are the 5 keys we use for debugging?
Yes.
Sorry, you can come again if possible.
Yeah, what are the 5 keys? Sorry, 4 keys we use for debugging.
F5, F6, F7, and F8.
Yeah, if possible, can anyone tell like the difference between like interface and abstract class?
Can you repeat once?
Somebody asked to repeat the question.
Yeah, like if possible, can you tell me like difference between the interface and abstract class in ABAP? Like there may be different like different differences in like based on the languages we use, but in the ABAP like there may be some differences. Is there like if possible, can anyone intimate those things and I can be able to know that?
I can try. Can I tell?
Yeah, sure, sure. Yes.
Yeah. In interface, it doesn't have any implementation. You just have to give the definition. But for you are asking about abstract class, na, or abstract method. Sorry, my bad.
Abstract class.
Okay, abstract class is a class that doesn't. Abstract class also doesn't have any implementation, but we can write in. But we can make abstract class as final. But in interface, we cannot make it as final because interface needs to be implemented through inheritance. This is the one I can remember now. I thought abstract method.
And
Can
also one
anyone?
thing, yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
like the abstract class can also have the implementation part also, right? Like some concrete method we can
Some,
say.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, some concrete method and the
No,
again,
abstract class doesn't also have any implementation.
yeah, like what I am trying to say is like abstract class have both like one concrete method and one abstract method. Like
That is abstract method. Abstract method. If a method that has only one abstract class. Sorry, my mistake. Sorry. Yeah, you are right. Like a class, if it has only one abstract method, then that class is an abstract class. Sorry, my bad. I
yeah,
confused it.
maybe.
Yes.
Can I tell? I mean,
Yeah, yeah. Please, you can tell. I just
yeah.
forgot.
Uh, Interfaces, we can achieve the multiple inheritance using interfaces. But in abstract class, multiple inheritance is not possible because abstract classes it does not inherited. Okay, and abstract class contains normal methods and abstract methods also. Means normal method means we can inherit them. We can have implementation, but abstract methods we don't have implementation in that abstract class. And interface in the interface components by default all are public, but in abstract class we can set the visibility of the components. uh, mm,
And this one
I
can be
think this one.
different, na?
Yes.
Like
Sorry.
interface cannot have final methods because interface
Interface
doesn't cannot have final methods cause but
final met
I
I
mean the
think
final
it the met
method.
no,
If
no,
we
no, final means it cannot be overridden, right?
Yeah, but
Final.
that is why we interface cannot use cannot cause we are using interface to achieve in multiple inheritance. If we make anything inside or if there is only one method, and if we make that final, that interface cannot be implemented to another classes.
But see, in final means if you declare that method as final, we have to implement that method in there itself. But we cannot
Okay.
override that final method. But in
Yeah.
interface, these two are, I think, controversy statements. Means if you put final, we can't inherit it. But the interface methods does not have implementation. I'm not sure, but I think these are two controversy. If
Okay.
I'm wrong, please correct me.
Yeah, Deep, can you please answer?
Hello.
Deep, you are not audible.
Yeah,
Thanks, team.
no problem.
Hello. Hello, able to hear me?
Yes, Deep, you are audible now.
Okay, yeah, fine. I am sharing my screen. Let me know if you are able to see it.
Yes, it is visible.
So for some reason, my the system got restarted. I mean, system got refreshed, formatted, and the Eclipse is gone in my system now. So if anybody is having Eclipse in their system, so they can share their screen. I will do some activities there. Eclipse is there in your system. Does anybody have Eclipse in their system? If not, we have to skip this slide and we have to run to the other one.
Deep, that Eclipse name, can you repeat that application name once? It is only
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
It's
Then
only
I don't.
Eclipse. Our S4H system should be connected to that. Our S4H system should be connected to that Eclipse. Is that done? So nobody's having Eclipse in their systems. How did you practice this AMDP or database connectivity CDS? Okay, fine. I will try to close this one and maybe I'll try to discuss it tomorrow. This cannot be done. This session is about global classes in ABAP ADT tools. It means the global classes that we did in SE24 is possible from ADT as well. I just wanted to show some reference or quick view of SE24 and in SE and in ADT. ADT is nothing but Eclipse. So both ADT and Eclipse both works same way. Yeah. Okay. So we'll quickly jump to advanced techniques of OOPS concepts a little. Yes. So this is the disclaimer about this. Yeah. About the copyrights and all. And this time we will try to cover. There are a couple of things which you have already seen earlier. There it's also there in this one, and also the new topics. Yes. So for example, let's come to our abstract class. We have not seen much about this abstract class, so now we will try to see this one. So now, as we were discussing in this quick rapid view. So what is an abstract class?
A class that has only one abstract method. That is a abstract class. If regarding that, that for the previous question that Muthukrishnan asked, like difference between interface and abstract class.
Hmm.
So there's a point I made, and Kalyani thing that may not be a reason. So can you tell that if I said that interface cannot have final method, but abstract class can have final methods. Is it a true? Because she gave some reasons also.
Oh, no, I was not there. I didn't listen to that. I actually prepared some Eclipse. I tried to download that, so I didn't listen. So what was the proposal?
Like I said that interface cannot use final method, but
Hmm.
abstract class can use final method, because if we use final in interface cannot be inherited. So yeah.
Yeah, if you make an interface in final, you cannot implement that its methods which defines the purpose of the interface itself.
I mean, can interface use final methods?
I think you cannot use. I think I'm not sure, but as far as the functionality goes, if you make an interface final, you cannot implement its methods. Nothing but we are completely denying. I mean, we are completely diverting the uh, purpose of this interface itself.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe you guys can give a try and try to check with the function behavior exactly. Okay, so this is an abstract class which we have seen earlier. Yeah, a couple of topics are already covered, so we see here it again in this slide as well. But let's consider this as a um, quick glance about the abstract classes. So as you can see, abstract classes contains both definition and implementation, but cannot be instantiated. So how do you instantiate an abstract class now? How do you instantiate an abstract class now?
Through
Okay. Okay, it's okay, not a problem. So we'll try to inherit them. We'll try to inherit the abstract class, and we will try to create an instantiation for the subclass. So superclasses are always a typical use for abstract classes as they cannot be instantiated, but their subclasses can be instantiated. Can somebody repeat the statement again?
Abstract classes does not, we cannot create objects, but the subclass of abstract class we can create. By using that object, we can use the properties.
Exactly. Yes. So even if we have a class and if we have 5 methods in that, and one method is abstract method, and the complete class is called as abstract class itself. In an abstract class, you can define abstract methods and also other methods. This means that the abstract method cannot be instantiated in that class. Instead, it can be implemented in a subclass of the class. So if you are having an abstract, you cannot do anything. You have nothing to do in that class. You have to inherit them and you have to use that. And if the subclass of the class is not abstract, the abstract methods must be redefined. To implement them, it has to be redefined. Right? You are aware of the redefinition keyword, right?
yes,
Yeah. So what does it do?
it is used to acquire the parent class's property. With I mean to override the properties of parent class.
Yes, redefine is nothing, but it will override the properties of the parent class, and you can write your own implementation in that. Oh, I lost there. Okay. So what is a final class?
A class that is defined as final, we cannot inherit its properties, and I mean, we cannot override its methods also.
Hmm. We cannot inherit the class to the further classes. We cannot do the inheritance property if we are declaring it as a final. Either it is for final method or final class, that cannot be further gone to the further generations. That generation itself is the last generation. So can somebody tell me about this one? I am trying to walk you through because we have seen all these slides earlier. Yeah. So now internal tables with object references. From the OOPS concepts, we can also try to create internal tables, and we can try to do we can try to refer to the objects. Say, for example, if you could see here at a loop at GT underscore vehicles, here I can try to loop and I can try to call each and every method or a class using this work area. Based upon the make condition itself, maybe 2004, 2005, 2022, that kind of conditions I can give, and I can try to create the try to create the objects using an internal table. So my internal table can hold as many references I can have. Yes. So earlier what we have seen, you create an object, you use that. Create an object, you use that. But now with this internal tables, the possibility is you can also try to create multiple instances. We are trying to here my I'm trying to refer to the work type table of is what?
Type of that GTY is vehicle.
So now GTY T vehicles will be what?
Which one?
GTY T vehicles will be.
It will be that structure of that table. No, that is this. No, sorry. It is an internal table.
Okay. This one. This question is for everybody. If you have to be very interactive. Looks like 99% of the people are silent. This should not be the case. You can give a try even if you are not sure.
Then can you repeat that like that type table of that one? That
Yes, I will do that. First, let's see what is the GTS vehicle. What is this S vehicle?
is a work area or structure. Structure.
Okay. Rest of the people, is it correct or not?
It's a local
Internal
structure.
table finish.
Yeah, it is a local structure. Yes, that's true. And now I'm trying to refer to the same S vehicle, and I gave type table of statement, and I declared this T underscore vehicles. No, so now what is this T underscore vehicle?
We are creating table of types. Look,
So does it have a work area or not?
no.
Yes.
Like it's an
GTY.
internal table.
This is an internal table without a work area, without a structure. This is just referring to a structure, but this doesn't have any structure. That's why if we are declaring type table of, then it doesn't have any work area. Okay, so that is why this loop statement we are making again it to a loop into we are using a GS vehicle we are trying to use, because GT vehicle is an internal table without work area, so we are trying to move it. If you are seeing type table of statement, then it is a signal that your internal table is not having a work area. Yes. And while declaring any properties, while if you are declaring any properties in a definition, you can see you can also use a new keyword called read only. You can you can use a keyword called read only as a keyword. It mean the further it mean the variable is only read only throughout your program, throughout its reference. That make or module are read only variables. If you can see here, public attributes required for below access make them read only. You cannot edit them. You cannot make if the make is given as a 2004, you cannot change it to 2010. It's since that the field is read only, that field itself is make should be only 2004 throughout its life. Yes. Here, as we have seen, there is also a built-in keyword called table underscore line. There is a keyword called table underscore line. This is also a built-in keyword. I mean, in a keyword which we are using, like we have constants, we have parameters, right? The same way we have keywords like table line. This is needed to access internal tables with line type. Meaning, this is also similar to a work internal table without work area statement itself. That if you are using table line, if you are using table line and we are trying to use them, we are trying to access this make and model. But in real time, we will not see this table line statement much. Yeah, but you can remember that this is similar to table type without a work area. Yeah. So now, if you see here, this is a new thing, new slide. Maybe if anybody, maybe it's a quick start. If since this is a new slide here, can somebody tell me what does the slide is trying to tell us?
The last line we haven't learned about that, like that method is again calling some another method.
Yes.
Get
Can
vehicle is
now
again
tell me about this one. This line, geo vehicle is equal to that one.
the geo vehicle is the object type of that local class vehicle. Now this geo rental, it is referring to that geo rental get vehicle method.
Hmm.
I think
I mean,
we are getting some value from that method and then we are assigning to geo vehicle. Am I correct?
No, we are just taking the yeah, as I said, we are taking the reference.
reference of that vehicle method, na?
Yes, yes. We are using a variable to store the reference of the vehicle. We the get vehicles reference we will try to get, and we will keep it in geo underscore vehicle. And with
Here,
that vehicle,
here get
uh,
vehicle is a method, right?
correct. Get vehicle is method here. How do you differentiate that? If you have this parenthesis,
Yes.
then you can say it is a method. Okay. Nothing but the right side one will be the method, and the left side one go rental greater than symbol. That will be the class here. Left side will be the class, and right side will be the method. So I'm trying to keep the reference of this vehicle get vehicle into geo underscore vehicle. Now, since I have the reference of geo vehicle, I can try to call the attributes of. I can try to call the attributes of which one? With this geo vehicle, I can call the attributes of which one?
Get vehicle.
Get vehicle, because I'm making a reference of get vehicle. So my geo vehicle can call parameters or attributes of get vehicle only. It cannot call any other method. Can call, since it is referred by get vehicle method, it can only call get vehicle parameters here. Okay, so that is why the next line will tell you that it is trying to call the one of the method display attributes method. And similarly, the last line is it's like a chain method calls, something called as chain method calls. For example, if you are having, for example, you have uh, here go rental you have, and I'm trying to call get vehicle. Inside that I have some get car. Inside that get steering I have method and display attributes. You understood this point? I have get rental and I'm calling get vehicle method. In the get vehicle method, I further need to call get car. In that car method, I have get steering method. In that get steering method, I'm trying to call display attributes. This is clear or not? My subject is clear or not?
If I
I
have
have
one question regarding that previous statement with the geo rental, like get vehicle, right? So my question is that why can't we assign directly this like this reference variable geo rental to the geo vehicle? Why we are giving this get vehicle method? Why we are calling here?
so you're asking why do we have geo vehicle variable? Is it?
Yes, geo get vehicle is the right method. So like geo rental, then we are calling this get geo rental class. We are calling that right get vehicle method.
Uh, hmm.
So why we are assigning to this geo vehicle? You are saying that this is giving the reference. Then you can assign directly that reference object only, right?
Correct.
whatever we create.
That's really true. You can directly call. Let's say if, for example, you have, imagine you don't have a go underscore vehicle variable. So now what
Okay.
will you do? You will say go rental hyphen get vehicle hyphen display attributes. Correct.
Yes.
So that will try to create a problem with the readability.
Okay.
So if somebody is also reading your code, he has to understand that the go vehicle, if you are putting it in a variable, the debugging case or else the readability purpose, it's very good. It will be very good while regarding this readability or while the debugging. If not, if that is not the case, then I need to say go rental hyphen get vehicle hyphen display attributes. The chain goes on. So here with this variable, I'm trying to break it. So now my variable will clearly tell you that go vehicle will have a reference of vehicle itself.
But this go vehicle only able to access the method only get display, or is it all the methods in the go rental class?
It will try to access go vehicles attributes,
Okay.
get vehicles attributes.
Only get vehicle attributes in that
Only get,
method, whatever we have.
yes. Depends upon the public attributes and depends upon the
Yes, yes,
visibility sections.
yes.
Yes. And similar to the similar lines of this discussion, the last line will tell you that if you are not having any variable in intermediate variable like the geo vehicle, we can have multiple chain method calls. Say go rental, get vehicle, get car, get bike, get attributes. So till you can still deep and dive to call one respective method is what I'm trying to say. Here, the methods. You can chain the methods without storing the result in a reference variable. Like to similar to the lines of our colleague, we don't have no need of having any intermediate variable to store the reference of certain path. We can still deep and dive in one single line, but that will try to create a readability problem. Maybe for one or two levels, we can make a chain. But if you are having 5 to 6 methods in a chain, it won't be suggestible, but still it is possible. I hope this slide is clear.
The first one and the second one both are same, but in a different way. We are, doing the chain methods.
Yes, correct. The first one, the Geo vehicle, is nothing but I'm trying to get the reference of the get vehicle.
Yeah.
Here, the
Okay.
last line, I'm not trying to get a reference of a get vehicle. Still, I'm trying to deep and dive. Maybe the get vehicle, if you see the three dots here, in that I'm trying to call different methods here in that again.
Or doing this one will cause readability problem because we are not creating any reference variable and storing them values.
Yes, correct. Yes. So if you're having 5 people, 3 people, fine, you will be able to remember their names as well. But if you're having 10 people, you might not remember the names there. So that is why I'm trying to put a I'm trying to divide three people and I'm trying to put it in a reference. And I will try to refer only these three. So first reference will have 3 names and second reference will have 3 other names. So just I'm trying to put it in a intermediate value.
What is the
GO.
benefit of this chain method?
Chain method in a single line. It's like you are decreasing your number of lines. If you're having 10,000 number of lines in your program, it's a readability. 10,000 lines is a bigger difficult. The
Hmm.
maintenance of this code, maybe in after 3 years, it is very difficult because the developer might not be there to make that changes. He might be in some other company. So with these single lines, you are making cut short and you are decreasing the 3 lines here.
Okay.
If you are going to implement this code now,
No, this one is not possible now. We have some other
okay.
editing. Yeah. But you so far maybe for your knowledge and for at this case, maybe you can think about go vehicle itself. Don't go deep and dive for chain method calls. As I said, these are advanced techniques. It's better if you don't touch advanced topics until and unless you are good at the older topics.
Never seen like such statement. So I was just thinking like they're going to write.
Which statement? Yeah, that's what we will never see this kind of cases. Whenever I say you will not see in this real time, so you might not see that in real time. But for a glance purpose, I'm trying to tell you. Whatever the code we have seen as a demo while in our system, you will see them in the real time, but not whichever I don't show, you will not see in the real time much. It's like our phone, mobile phone. 70% of features we are aware and we will use them, but 30% it will be still there in our phone, but we don't use them much. So the same case.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is our interesting topic. We will show. I will show you this test methods now probably. So for example, this girl has done lot of develop implementation. Her program has some 50,000 lines of code. It took around 1 year for her to make changes to create an object, and it is working fine now. Maybe this is a scenario you please try to understand. Then only I will try to explain you what is test method. The other girl, that girl has done 50,000 lines of code implementation, and she made a lot of changes. She gave a nice product to the client, and the client is happy to while using that object. Maybe after 3 years, they have seen a new scenario. Maybe they have decided to do feature. Hello, hear me? Hello, are you guys able
Yes,
to?
yes, we can hear.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So what happened after 3 years? The company, Coca-Cola company, has decided to give some new features so that this 50,000 lines of code should also be changed. Situation is now 50,000 lines of code. Maybe nobody is aware because by that time this girl also is in some other team. Now a new person, new developer, this guy has to make changes. He is not sure to where to change, but finally he has debugged these 50,000 lines of code, and he has made appropriate changes for the new change given by the client. Now the problem is he has made the changes, it worked fine, but he has to check each and every functionality of this 50,000 lines of code because he has made it one single change. You got it? In this 50,000 lines of code, if I say 10 features are there in this program, for this one change, I need to test each and every for this one change, I need to test all my 10 functionalities. From developer side, he has to, this to be done, and from tester side, this to be done. So far, is it clear?
For me, no, Deep.
Okay. So I'll tell it in a line by line. This girl has done 50,000 lines of implementations. Some code, maybe it is having 10 functionalities like add, subtraction, get, update. So there are, say, 10 functionalities are there. So far, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Now this girl has left the team.
Okay.
Now the company, the other client company has decided to give a new feature. Maybe some new feature. Nobody is aware that that change might or might not impact the existing 50,000, existing 10 functionalities. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes. Now what is going to happen is this developer, this new joinee is trying to add a new other feature, 11th feature. He's going to add 11th functionality. You understood his responsibility now?
Yes.
Summary, please.
I'll summarize this scenario you mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, this person, suppose person A has developed a code with 10 functionalities, and after some time she left the company. So the changes, now the company requires new changes, or they need the 11th number of changes. So they the new joiner needs to implement that 11th number of functionality, but they don't know if he add this implementation it will affect the program or not.
Hmm. So finally, he has done changes. He has made the changes. Now he has to check all these 10 plus his 11 one functionalities. Altogether, it's 11 functionalities. Line by he has to check. Maybe like a regression. Maybe if you have changed one at one level, it shouldn't impact the other functionalities. This mean regression. You understood, right? Maybe if your line is affecting the existing functionalities, it means regression. We should put a zero regression being a developer. Nothing but if your code is hampering some existing picture proof functionality, then it's a bug, right? You are creating a bug along with a new implementation. Did I say it correct or not?
Yes.
Yes. To avoid, so for example, 10 functionalities plus 11 plus 1 11. My I did my this developer has done testing. It worked fine. But what if there are 50 functionalities? What if that is 100 functionalities? He cannot test each and every functionality, right? Again, he has to put efforts, days of efforts to check each and everything. He has to recreate. He has to check each and everything. So that is why, to avoid this, this developer, the old developer, has written test methods. All these 10 functionalities she kept in some pieces. She kept all these 10 functionalities in pieces. You understood, right? A piece for addition, a piece for subtraction, a piece for getting a material, a piece for checking whether material is valid or not, a piece for downloading to an Excel sheet, a piece for checking the work area is fulfilled, has values or not, such kind of pieces. Questions, please.
But where to store those pieces and how to?
We'll see. So far, the subject is clear.
Yeah, for me it is clear. I have understood it. Like
Rest of the people or colleagues, yes or no, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it is clear.
Yes. So now what I try to do is I try to put all my functionalities in pieces, so that if my new joinee has made his change, maybe somewhere else in the forest, he has made a change. If I try to execute my test method will tell you, will give an output whether your change has impacted the existing functionalities or not. My implementation of test method will help you that, such that if you run this, it will tell you whether my existing functionalities are working fine or being hampered. Yes, for example, this developer has made a variable called speed to 30, but ideally this lady has made it to 50, and for this requirement he has made it to 30. It worked syntactically, logically, it worked. But this 30 variable, 30 speed, is being also being used, and it hampered, it affected her variable. The same variable he also used, same variable she also used. So this guy made it to 30 for her, for the actual requirement, current requirement. But speed, all the values got changed now. Output wise, you are seeing a will get display. Output wise, you are seeing downloading the Excel sheet. But the functionality got changed here. Yeah, I hope it's clear. If it is clear, let's move to the next slide.
can I repeat it like again if I have understood it correctly or not?
Okay.
Like for example, the first person has developed that code with some variables, and the second person has also developed the new functionalities with the same variables.
Hmm.
So that is, I mean, that functionalities that therefore the previous functionalities also got changed.
Yes. To check this one, we will put them in a local classes, local test classes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Now my Eclipse is also up. Yeah, I will try to show the test class first, and then we'll see. I will unshare for a moment. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
No.
No.
Oh, somebody said yes.
I think initially you said, after that it got disconnected.
Okay, okay. Trying to configure this. Yesterday, the Zarin team has refactored the complete system. So yes, now are you able to see my screen?
Yes, it is.
Nice. Okay. So now, where shall we go? Now we need to go to the creating of A units. This is nothing but we are saying this as A units. We are saying this as A units for creating of all this test classes. We are trying to do this one. Okay. And we are if I'm saying A units, nothing but test methods. Now zprof underscore zprof underscore get years is my class here. And this is my class get years in local object. Get years is my method, and public given by user. Parameters are date of hire, importing now years of service. These variables are clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now my method will accept date of hire maybe some 1990s, 2000, 2025, anywhere to any year, and it has to give years of service. And maybe you can also raise an error message. So yeah, this is my uh, fundamental for this one. Now I double click here. It will go to the respective method implementation. If you want to close this window, you can close this using signature. Now, if copy this, if IData greater than psi hyphen datum. What does this mean? This line mean line number.
If that IV date of hire date, if it is greater than system date.
System date. He cannot. It's practically it is not possible, right?
Yeah.
Message. Hire date is greater than system date. Into what?
EV message.
Yes. Into
EMSG.
EV message. Else my condition. First, whenever you try to code, you try to put all your values in the top itself, or you try to put all your values in the top, then you do your implementation. That's a good practice, because if you do all your implementations in between the implementation, then your processing has gone so far some little extent, and then you are validating. If you put your validations in the top itself, then you can decide on the further implementation. Correct?
Values mean the I didn't get it. Like which one we should put first?
See, this validation date of hire is greater than psi datum
Yeah.
is also possible inside the implementation. While
Yes.
calculating the years of service, then I can also say if my date is greater than psi datum or not.
Hmm.
Correct? But the good practice is if you can put all your possible validations on the top of the screen itself, top of the implementation, that is a good practice, so that all validations are done at the first line itself, first place. If that is clear, only then the further implementation is taken place.
Got it.
Not clear?
No. Got it.
Yeah. Okay.
Understood. Yeah.
And now my implementation. My implementation is EV years of service. Can somebody tell me the logic here? EV service years. Now I need a um, service calculation now. Now what do I do? Side data minus
For 04.
04.
Sorry. I thought that you were asking about that year only.
Okay.
Like last day we did that for it is giving giving us a string value na. So that time
Right.
you I
Right.
thought.
That is also possible. And maybe the by 365 also somebody said this logic also. This is also good. This is also possible now. Yeah. Now I made it to 365, and now I'm making it as is equal to round of value is equal to what is the transaction code for message class?
SC91.
91, I guess.
91. I did that.
Okay, I will try to use this. And what I try to say, I think everybody is on same page, right? Or should I repeat it anything? Guys, let me know if you are facing any issues. Please don't keep calm. Message class is, my message class is this one, and message number is 4. So what I try to do is, I try to do this one. No 3-figure number is specified in 3-figure. Oh, 407. Okay.
Error message.
Yes. Any doubts in this logic? Anybody? This question is for everybody. Everybody's clear?
This round val and DEC, it is a syntax, this value and descending, I guess.
It is a syntax, yes. This round, if you are unsure of any syntax or if any line, you can press on F1 on that. Anywhere in SAP's world, if you press F1, it will 99% it will try to give you the purpose of that statement. If you see this one round, see, this is a round, right? Yeah. This will try to tell you a rescale. If you are having some nearby values like 4.5, 4.8, or 0.4, that kind of roundings will be done with this round keyword. Okay. Yes. Now I did my implementation. I am activating this. Yes. I execute with F8. I want to show the. Let's. Okay. Num is taking only this one. Huh? Okay. Num takes only 2 values. For time being, I will say 10 string. Say I don't know 0101 2022, right? This might be 2021, I say. And I do back. I say debugging. Let's see whether first our functionality is working or not. This dy date here is not greater than or greater than side item, right? So it went inside. So now I took my years of service. It is some 5,333 and dots are there. Now it is some minus. This shouldn't be the case. But let's see, no problem. Any problem with this logic? How do you implement the one, or else we can also implement with the last recent one we did it, right? Like offset strings 0 of 4 we did it, right? So with that also you can try to do. Is that clear, or should I show that also? No.
Is it because your type is num and side item is datum?
Yes, that is the case. So it's depends upon the string. Let's say I will try to show that in the string.
What is the symbol like?
Symbol.
I mean that in when you click on F8 from that class, there's a symbol. What is that? What is that called?
This one.
Not no. This one is the execute one. Previously there is a blue and orange color. Something is there.
Blue and orange. You can give values. I think. I think so you're referring to a structure. Maybe you can give values over there.
Okay.
Say 09 and 09 I gave. Debug. Years of service. Ideally, what should come? 2021 minus 09 minus 09. Can somebody remember the previous logic earlier we did? Psi hyphen datum plus 0 of I think you are not enough practicing, or I'm not sure what you are not answering. Guys, please do answer.
Yeah, this is the same thing we did yesterday. Like zero. You even haven't give that plus there.
Class?
The plus symbol. You did it right now, no? For IV date of hire plus 0.
Mm-hmm. This should be good because of the strings we are getting this. But let's anyway. My focus is not on the implementation or implementation part here. So this is my logic here. You understood it, right? Or should I say the logic again, guys? You understood the logic?
Yeah, for
I'm trying.
this
Hmm?
for this class you are asking.
Yeah, for this class, I'm trying to ask. I'm asking you how many years of difference. Now see, if you see here with this 2021, I'm trying to show 1 year is the years of service for this person. And if I'm trying to give 2025, then high date is greater than system date. Is what one of my thing.
Yeah.
Got it right?
Yes.
Yeah. This is my logic. Maybe can somebody tell me the validations on this one? Can somebody tell me what are all the possible validations on this one?
Validation means?
Validation meaning uh, system date should be greater. So the higher date should be lesser than today's date is one validation I can remember currently. Like for example, if the user tries to give knowingly or unknowingly, if he gives any other value, he has to know that, right? If the user gives a value with 09, for example 2021 033, if I try to give, see,
Invalid.
invalid value has come.
Okay.
and
Then
and for
no.
example, if I in this 0 second month I try to give 31, now is it valid or invalid?
It's invalid.
Yes, because it's February month.
Mm.
So such kind of validations uh, are also need to be checked here.
Okay.
Say I went back. This is my validation. Now what I try to go is our new button called local definitions or implementations. Got it right? Local definitions and implementations. I try to go, and here I try to get it here. Can somebody read this description? Can somebody read me this description and help me tell me what is that?
I'll read. I'll read.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
use this source file for the definition and implementation of local helper classes, interface definitions, and type declarations.
Yeah, yeah. So what does it mean?
This is the source file that is used for the definition and implementation of helper class mean local classes.
Yes, correct.
Then that is used. I mean, this is used to uh, define the local class and implement that local class interface also, and its type declaration to declare the types of that local classes.
Yes, yes, yes. So here you can test anything, test any of your implementation here in this piece of place, in this place. So now what I try to do is class, class LTC underscore demo underscore unit test implementation end class. Now any questions on this one? Any questions on this line? Now it mean I'm trying to say LTC. What is LTC here? What is LC?
Local class.
Now the similar way LTC we have local test class. T mean test class. I can give any name. I can give my any name. That's not a problem here. LTC demo unit test. I'm trying to say this is my unit test here. And now I try to put method. Method class underscore setup is one of my default method. Method setup. These are all default methods. You don't worry about them. These are all standard methods. You no need of think about them. Just a second. Mhm. Just give me a second. I think we can do this with um, something should be done here. I'm just thinking about some local test class. Okay, local not definitions. This should be done. Not this one. It should be done at local test classes. No type can be derived from the context for the operator new. Give me a moment. I will try to figure this out. This should be declared somewhere else. I don't remember it. Okay. Okay, fine. Guys, let's park this. Maybe I will try to say this tomorrow. Yeah. This should be down somewhere. I am not remembering. And if I try to figure it now, it will take for the other time for the other topics. Yeah.
Did
So,
one more question?
hmm, hmm.
That this local classes and interface, this one is the place for that A unit you mentioned, right? The term.
A unit.
Okay, A unit. It is the place where we did this our classes and
Ah,
interface testing.
yes, yes. So ideally, here this setup, we have to give our class name zprof get years. Here we need to give zprof underscore get years, and that method should be tested. Let's say I can make some get year success as is one of my method. Get years failure is one of my method. I can do validations on that respective method. I have one method, right? Get years. So that method can be validated with all these implementations. I will only try to give a positive date. I will only try to give negative date. I will only see the output of that.
And all the SAP provided classes and methods have this A units.
Not everybody, every class, I believe. Yeah. For example, if our class is having, let's see, CL star, SALV star, table star. Not sure, but let's see. Some class, random class. It ideally should may or may not have. It doesn't have. Okay. I will try to continue that thing tomorrow. Anyway, create a ABAP project. I will try to do that. In a second, I will try to unshare. to see my screen? Guys, able to see my screen?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yeah, DP, it's visible.
Okay, so the test class thing, that is this is 12th one and that is 13th one. Since we in the beginning of the class we have faced Eclipse issue with Eclipse, so that I didn't continue, but now I'm facing I need some time for these test methods, that how to be done for that. So I will check them. Yeah, there are a couple of syntaxes like for testing and for other testing there are a couple of keywords which I don't remember now. I'll just quickly see and I will try to say it tomorrow. Maybe in this half an hour, I will try to continue the other pending one. The topic name is SAP ABAP objects using in ADT. Here, either ADT is meaning ABAP development tools, or else we can also see in Eclipse. Both of the tools are same. But I understand nobody is having Eclipse in your system. Please do that. Yes. So now we are trying to do it in an Eclipse. An ABAP ADT is an experience on the top of the Eclipse platform. Nothing but you are working on the super class of Eclipse. Eclipse, you are working on that. And on top of that Eclipse, you are also having some similar to ADT. Most of the projects which we use are will use ADT, or I mean, which we most of them will use Eclipse, but also ADT is also accepted. ADT is specially meant for ABAP related stuff, where we can somebody tell me what all the usages we can do with ADT? What kind of programs we can do?
CDS views, AMDP, ADBC.
And apart from that, we can also make modifications in ADT. But couple of them which are working on HANA things might not be changed, cannot be modified using our SAP GUI, but can be changed from our ADT or Eclipse. Yeah? They are in good sync. So whenever we create an object or whenever we make changes in ADT or Eclipse, the changes are also immediately reflected in SAP GUI. Okay. So here, what I'm trying to say is this is our SAP GUI. This icon is SAP GUI, and this icon is SAP. This icon is ADT, and parallelly, you're also aware of Eclipse. Right? Eclipse is generally widely used for most of the objects, not even SAP, apart from SAP, like Java related stuff also can also be done in Eclipse based upon the downloaded tools. So for us, for Eclipse, we will to Eclipse for ABAP, we will use our ABAP tools that will be downloaded, and from there we will try to use our ABAP related work from Eclipse. But either you can work on ADT or else on Eclipse. So here, this client, you are the developer here. You're working on SAP GUI client, or else you can work on Eclipse client. SAP GUI straightly works on ABAP Workbench, like SE24, SE38, like that. And Eclipse will directly work on repository. What is repository transaction code?
SC80.
Yes, SCIT. The similar screens are also same for ADT. That in the same single interface, you can open multiple tabs in Eclipse. But here in SAP GUI, you need to open different transaction codes for them. Correct or not?
Yeah, for Workbench we have to open different
Transactions. Yes. So here, Eclipse will allow development in many different programming languages. As I said, what are all the different programming languages are possible apart from SAP ABAP from using in Eclipse?
Java.
Python.
Mhm. Most of them uh, are used with from Eclipse itself. To support different types of development, Eclipse contain different combinations of tools called perspectives. Here, from this help and from this install new software, if you try to give your respective website. For example, Python tools you have Java tools you have. So if you could give that, and if you say add, you will see all your stuff here related to HANA, related to ABAP, related to Java, and based upon this work with icon. You see here, if you see icon, you can type a new site location and press enter. For example, if I say ABAP, I don't know, yeah, see it is giving some icons. Python, it is not coming, but anyway, this is the way you can try to install them. Yeah, and after installing, you can see something called as perspective. Since our Eclipse in this system is already installed, I am not doing it, but I have already shared you a document in that in your lab activity. You can try to install Eclipse in your systems. See if you could see, ABAP is one perspective, debug is one perspective, Java is default, that is also a perspective, and XML is also a perspective. These are all different perspectives which we can use here. Say I double clicked on ABAP. Currently, I am into ABAP perspective. Here currently I am into ABAP perspective. Right? This is the button to open the different perspectives, and this will tell you in which perspective you are currently at. Yeah. Just give me two. Let's take a break of. It's already 10:30. Can we come? Can we meet back at 10:35? Guys, is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's meet back at 10:35 sharp. Thank you. So as I was trying to tell you that about different perspectives. So if you have installed, you can also choose it from uh, the different perspectives here. Say here, window and perspective, open perspective. The same debugger profile perspective you can see in the same window, and also the same other window here can also be used for that. Different perspectives, same perspective from two different ways. Yes, so Eclipse is a framework where it will take will be asked to it will be helpful for working with different platforms like we discussed about C, Python, ABAP, and etc. Okay. So how do you create an object, create a project in Eclipse using SAP ABAP ADT tools? Here, if you could see this icon and creating a project. So what I try to say is, here you have Eclipse, right? I have created an object. I have created a project here. If not, new ABAP project. Here, in your SAP GUI, if you have whatever systems you might have here, that will come here. If not, you can also do a new system connection, and you can give this message server group message ID can be asked by business colleagues. You can ask them, and you can give that, so that you can create a new project here. ABAP project, and you can create a new project here. So since I have done now my new project here, and now I am into S4H system. Here I can see all my local objects based upon my name. S4 Chabab 00 on my user ID. I can see all my developments in one single screen. If you have also installed SAP Eclipse in your system, here based upon your user ID, you can see all your local objects, and maybe some packages. If you have kept in local package, you can also see them in the package objects there. So this is quite easy to see every object at one place. If I go to dictionary here, it will tell you what are all the database tables that are under this name. So I have created all these tables here. Yeah. Okay. So as I said, multiple ABAP projects are possible in one workspace. The one screen, whichever what I am trying to show, that can be treated as one workspace. When you use ADT, you log on to SAP backend system also and working directly with its repository objects, right? You are working on ADT, but ultimately you are working on SAP backend system itself because they are tightly interlinked. Whatever the changes you make in ADT, that is immediately reflected in SAP GUI backend system. SAP backend system, SAP GUI, both are same. Please do please do stop me if you have any questions so far. So the development process is exactly the same as when you use ABAP workbench or else on the ADT. So there is no difference in the development process. The process is changed at the place where you work. Maybe the syntax is both, everything is same, but the suggestion is
Voice is having some noise. It is
noise. Are you getting noise? So what I was trying to say is you can use ADT and SAP backend system. Both are same. The changes whatever you make in ADT and what other changes make you in SAP GUI, both will work on the same way. And here the development process is only the change. I mean, the development process is exactly the same, but the place where you work is just a change here. Yeah. And the ABAP project serves as a container here. The project as a container for all your development objects that are there in the ABAP backend system. So you have to use your credentials, the same credentials that you use in the backend system. The credentials whatever you use, like S4H980021, and the same password you use, right? PPSALC. The same password, same username, same client can be given for this ADT because both are same. So the same credentials ideally should work. Okay. And also there is a possibility of setting to a favorite packages for each project so that you can easily access them, which I have shown in couple of minutes back. Yes. So here, if you see this icon, maybe if you see this icon tick mark, it means a syntax check. Maybe some icons are different from SAP GUI and ADT. So if you click on this one tick mark, it is nothing but syntax check. And maybe if you can also do Control F2, which is same shortcut for SAP GUI as well. So activate button is this one, and here you can see different tabs here. See, one program is for this P is nothing but program. Here this is hello is one program, and this is a different object. MOS, some different tabs and different projects you can see. And the left side one, you can, this is a navigation pane where you can double click on any of the object, and you can straight away go to the respective code for them. In this screen, if you see, a new program is opened and a new function group is also opened here. Right? If not, in the SAP GUI, you need to open different transactions. But here, in the same single pane, you can see everything. And the same from here, you can also test it in SAP GUI level also. And this is the icon over there. If you click on this icon, the same output can be carried away to the SAP GUI. Yes. So as you see here, the clips I will try to show. The project explorer, this is the project explorer, provides a hierarchical view of the repository. We provide you a hierarchical view of the repository similar to the navigation area. See, this is the hierarchical view, like what is in CDS under your local temp object package, what for this user, what are all there in CDS, what are all there in the database, what are all there in data elements, domains. Every object that you make will come under this project explorer. And by expanding the node system library, you will see a list of all packages. You can see if it is under your package, and if you are assigned to that package, you will see here your package. So currently we have not created any package, right? So that is why we are not able to see our own packages here. Yes. So if you, as I said, to open a specific any repository object, you have to double click on that. And the editor is shown on the right side of the perspective. You see here, what is the perspective here? This is the open perspective, and this is the current perspective. So far, is it clear? Guys, so far is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is an editor, native Eclipse editor. From here as well, we can create our own report. For example, if you right click on this one, new project, ABAP project, not this one, file, other, I can say program, ABAP program, next, test. Here I can say $TMP, test underscore 09 is my program. I say next. Then we will see this screen at the last, and I will say finish. As soon as I create, I say write hello test, and I can make a syntax check with this one. Syntax check. It will tell you no errors, and I try to activate this. Here you will see the activation progress, and here it is activated. And if you see Z test underscore 09 in this system, it is active. Here if you are opening the same program in two different systems, and here with this S4H system and maybe the SID, here you can check with which system you are making your changes. Yeah, and if I click on F8 here, if I click on F8, where is our output? It's not coming. For some reason we are not seeing our output, but ideally that should come. Check here. I'm not sure why this is not coming. Maybe some system issues, I guess. But here, whenever you write any program, that can also be seen in your output here. So similar to the SAP GUI. Yes, so there are two different types of editors, as we have seen. One editor is native Eclipse, and one is editor which you can view the output in the SAP GUI itself. Yeah, editors that are displayed in SAP GUI is one editor, and the output that you see in SAP the output that you see in ADT itself is one Eclipse, one editor here. Yes, these are some links. For example, have you heard about SAP UI5? Anybody heard about SAP UI5? Yes. So SAP UI5 can also be done from Eclipse. So for, as I said, you can also install new development tools for SAP UI5, or else any SAP ABAP or anything from these are the web links, and from SAP tools ondemand.com you can install SAP UI5 tools as well. And that is a new course. That is a further new course for the front end one, but Eclipse is the place for that. Yes, so here with this we can easily see the restructuring and how that program is made, and hierarchies can also be seen, and we can easily fix them. That we can get the deeper idea of how an object is behaved in Eclipse when compared with the GUI, SAP GUI. Yes, so quick fixes are nothing but, for example, if you are creating a class, if you're creating a class with definition, automatically the implementation part is also created. We'll see it in tomorrow's class, but you just remember that quick fix is nothing but dependent objects are also created automatically. For example, if you have created a class, in SAP ABAP, it will ask you for an implementation, correct? The same way, if you're trying to do it in ADT or Eclipse, definition is created. As soon as you create a definition, you can click on quick fix so that implementation part of the class is also created. We will see this quick fix tomorrow. Yeah, this is all about quick fixes. We will try. Yeah, as I told you, once you create a definition, it will show you quick fix, like whether create a implementation or create a factory method, or else create a table type for that, or else create a rename that. So such kind of quick fixes can also be given for this respective object here. So if in our case, we can also create an implementation for our class here. Yeah, the quick fix, the short key is Control+1, or else you can also go from the menu bar saying quick fix. So you can also see how the missing parts can be created with this quick fixes. Right. For example, like set method, get method, and it mean getter setter meanings are nothing but setting a value, setting MV number to one value, getting the value whatever that the number it is there in MV number. So that kind of methods can also be created automatically using this quick fix. The shortcut is Control Shift F1 or Control F1. Yeah. So this is about refactoring, and method extraction from ADT. We will see it tomorrow. And tomorrow we are going to see about this ADT tools and also test classes of an ABAP object. Yes.
And
so
is that factory class and
yes,
factory method and function module, that one?
yes, that one, and also BAPI also we will try to see it tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, Deep.
Yes. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions, then we'll try to see it. Okay, you can see your assignments in the LMS tool, and maybe you can proceed further. Yeah, and from SC8, if you want to create a test class from SC8, and if you right click on your program, you can generate your test class. If you wanted to do, and if you want to check them from SC8, you can generate a test class, or else if we can also write straight away that testing test class, etc. manually in our classes. We will see tomorrow anyway. If you are feeling to do, and you can do that. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the session thoroughly, and we will try to meet tomorrow.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.